Hi everybody, Scott Dallas at South Georgia Bassin, and welcome to our channel. Today, a little tough day. Had a plan in place to come out, fish with a new lure that I've only fished with one time, new rod set up for that lure, and some worming. We're in here in South Georgia in this particular lake I'm fishing now. We're post spawns done with. We're in that transition from spring to summer. We've had 2 weeks worth of rain, solid, about every day. We got Bluebird Skies today and yesterday. To be honest with you, was hoping for some overcast weather and some little more rain. I came out last weekend, you saw the unboxing of the 6 cents Super Sack monthly subscription that I got in, and we had to do it inside the boathouse. It's raining so hard. That day I did go on out. I couldn't take any GoPros. All my GoPros have the mod pack on it, so they're not waterproof. Got to work on a solution for that, because fishing in the rain, I don't mind doing that as long as there's not lightning. Sometimes you can find some big fish doing that, and that's what we did. Brought out a new lure I got from 6 cents, the Magnum. Cloud 9 series Magnum. This particular here is a bluegill color, spawning bluegill, I believe. But as you can tell, this is one powerhouse crankbait. What it basically is, square bill. I don't even classify it. It is a crankbait, but as you can see, the size is for catching hungry fish. Hungry largemouth, and it's not to say that you won't catch small ones. I've caught on lures such as this, I've caught bass that were about the same size. So the largemouth bass is a predator fish, but in the long run, 75% of the chance when you get a bite on one of these, it's a pretty good sized fish. And I was fishing, I threw this on a rod combo I shouldn't have, some 12-pound monofilament that I had just tried on a little lightweight rod, and I was chunking this big old lure, and had one on, but I had a fish on here, probably would have been my this year's PB. Always easy to say when you don't have the GoPros going, and but there was witnesses. There was a boat nearby, and they were kind of hooting and hollering because she was way out there on a long cast and jumped 4 or 5 times, got it to the boat, and came off right as she rolled and looked at me. I could see that whole lure in her mouth. It was very disappointing. If I'd had my GoPros, you'd probably seen me cry. But that's what fishing's about. And here lately, it's been even tougher. We've gotten the water level had gotten down real low, real clear. We had all this rain for a week and a half, 2 weeks. It's up a good 12, 16, 18 inches, maybe not 18, probably 12 inches. A lot of fresh water up into areas. I tried cranking, frogging, wacky rig, Texas rig worms, big 12-inch worm. I was using, so let's kind of run down what I'm using. And as far as a big worm, I like to fish a big plastic worm. These are hard to find right now. The man's jelly worm in the June bug color. And what was happening, I was fishing it up in the 4 or 5 foot of water in these pads, because now that the sun's out, this is like a shade tree for them. We don't have grass, we don't have a lot. We got 3 or 4 docks in this lake, and so lily pads are it, and that's one of the toughest to fish. You throw a 12-inch worm in there on a 4/0 hook, and I'm using a 1/8 weight, not much weight because the worm's heavy, and this is what you bring back on hook sets. Either if a big fish gets it, I believe they get it at the head and they get the whole hook, you hit them, them 2 1-pounder, 2-pounders that are up in them pads. I think they're still up in there after the post spawn. Some of them stay. I think, my personal opinion, the larger fish move back out. I caught 2 or 3. I lost 2 or 3 on this. Caught one or two. you'll see on the video. But I was bringing back this a lot. I'd set the hook and boom, I'd have the hook and my line this way and the rest of the worm gone. So I said, I got to come up with a different plan. I was losing too many fish. So just recently, in my 6 cents monthly subscription, I got in some shaky worms. And I turned around and ordered some June bug color because I seemed to do well with that other worm that was June bug. So this is a 7-inch worm. See it? It is almost identical except for the shape and the way it works, but that is a tough worm. I used one worm the whole day. I caught a couple of fish, hung up in the lily pads a couple of times and still pulled back. I've only used one worm. That's a good, durable worm, but a lot of flexibility to it. I rigged it, Texas rig, like this, with a 4/0 hook, a little small tungsten weight stopper. I slid up on the line. I gave it about 6 inches between there and there to let this weight drop down, and hopefully the bait would suspend. We got a little murky bottom under them pads, a lot of dead vegetation, and then I started catching some fish. I didn't lose any fish. They had the whole worm in their mouth. I had a good hook set, so might have found a little go-to for punching these pads and getting down in there. I used everything in the boat today that I could think of. My traditional crankbaits on the outer edge of the pads. It's tough right now, and that's what separates the boys from the men. But I caught a few. Just thought I would share what I did and what going through down here now with the heat coming on, the rain stopping. If you got any ideas, please put them in the comments below. We're gonna use some different baits to punch in these pads. I played around with some different combinations. The difficult part of is in these pads, they're tough. When that fish takes it, do you set the hook right away? Let them have a little bit to get all that worm. That's what I was doing with that big worm. I was letting them have a little bit. I don't think they should have. I mean, they either get it or they don't. And I'd go to set the hook and they would be way off in the pads from where they originally went. You don't get a good hook set, so I was losing some fish. Just battling with the conditions right now. We'll get it figured out. Just wanted to share the day with you and some new stuff that we're trying. I forgot to tell you about the 6 cents 7-foot 11-inch medium heavy mod is designed for these bigger crankbaits in their series, and it absolutely, I didn't catch a fish today because the fish just are not doing anything right now. You are really having to finesse them up in these covers, so they're not actively out on any ledges or anything right now that I can tell feeding. They may be there, but they're not eating. The one fish you see that I did, the nice, decent fish that I caught, probably didn't weigh 3 pounds. It had the mouth and the head and the body of a 6-pounder. So it's like they're not feeding right now, but they got to eat sooner or later. So hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe to our channel for upcoming videos. I promise we'll have some more fish catching. We got a couple of different lakes we're going to. We got some surprises coming on that, and got a giveaway coming. So that'll be in my next video, some 6 cents giveaway. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, just hit it. And next time I publish a video, you'll get notified, and you can get in on the big giveaway. And make sure and leave a comment. If you got any ideas, I'm all open for fishing pads. I need some fishing pad experts, lure to use. I'm going through some changes and trying to figure that out, because I think that's where the fish are. And then as they make that transition to the deeper water, I know where they're at there. I can crank it and I'll catch them, but we're in that in-between right now. So Anyway, thanks for watching, and let's check out what little bit of fish I caught today, and you can see the conditions and what we're going through. And you know, I tried to get some underwater footage a little bit because the water's cleared up and under these pads. So check it out. Leave us a comment below. Any ideas, I'll be glad to take them, and be on the lookout for our 6 cents giveaway. So let's roll the fishing. There's a fish on there. There's a little tap. He's swimming at me, maybe. There he is. There he is. Don't jump. Don't get in that motor. Come here, big boy. There he is. Right in the roof of the mouth. Nice one. Skinny fish. that worm is, top of the mouth. That is one skinny bass. They have not been feeding. Yeah. Fish, about 3 pounds. Let's let this one go back and feed up some more. Thank you, buddy. That was fun. There you go. There you go. There we go. Oh, see what I see? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, definitely got our worm. Well, maybe that's a horrible hook set. Oh. And there it goes. There she goes. See, ripping it. What's this? Set it again. Set it again. Little old fish. Oh, did you see that one just come out of the water over there? I wish my fishing line was as strong as this lily pads. Come here, buddy. If I can help you off there. You haul Fanny with it, didn't you? Little old dink. Thank you, that was fun.